All right, guys, welcome in. Welcome to match day 4. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. We got a great matchup today in the rival slot between Barracudas, Tyrants of the Sea versus Tax Evaders from Shell Corp. Should be a really great matchup tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm joined here by Sauce Boss. I'm Bulletnote. We're going to be doing it live with you back and forth here. Sauce Boss, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Excited to get a full night of casting in rather than just filling in on one matchup, but I am excited to see the rival play out.
Yeah, no, me too. Absolutely. Looking at these rosters here, ball chasing's been down for 3 match days, has not given us an opportunity to get a ton of stats in, but let's get these rosters up. Let's start looking at people. Predictions are in the chat, guys, so definitely make those. And we are trying to push to get to that 500 subs, so do go ahead and subscribe if you guys do get to it, or get to the followers, rather. So stats, like we said, ball chasing not quite up yet, but let's talk roster here. So we got on the Barracudas, or on Tax Evaders, we've got FerrisCrueller as the GM. We got sitting with a 57 SPV from last season, so definitely doing his own here, standing out as a star player here. He's joined by Charlemagne, a returning player from season 24, SUPERDUPERBAM, another season 24 rival, Perm FA jumping onto a team this season, and then joined by Supermoons, who's a rookie. And this is an exciting matchup for us tonight, Sauce Boss, because we got rookies on both sides of the field, so we're going to see how they sort of play with each other here. You want to run me through the Barracuda side?
Yeah, absolutely. From Irozuh, season 24, he was playing for the Giant Squids. So funny enough, playing for the opposite team tonight, and had a 28 SPV. Cowboy, an RSC rookie. Kaiser, same thing, a rookie. And then you have Bazzinga coming in with a 62 SPV from last season, picked up out of the free agent. So it's going to be a little interesting with 2 rookies, seeing how it plays out for them tonight.
Yeah, no, it should be really exciting, and both teams have previous rival players on their team, so we're definitely going to see some high tier play here, pretty reminiscent of past rival seasons with that whole tier realignment that we've been going through for season 25. It's going to be an interesting matchup. The Barracudas seem to have sort of a strong lead here with Bazzinga with that 62 SPV, but then you got a really good balance between FerrisCrueller, Charlemagne, and SUPERDUPERBAM, all within roughly 10 SPV of each other. So I don't know, maybe that's going to play into the playstyles between the two teams. Maybe not. You going to make some predictions with me, or are we going to just let this play out?
Noting that Irozuh does have a little bit of veteran experience from last season, I think that would give him just a slight edge, having that ability to play with the faster players, better rotations, might even have a little bit of coaching from those players. He might be able to pass that knowledge on to his teammates. And with Bazzinga having a very impressive last season, I think it could edge toward the Barracudas. I think I might give them a 3-1 tonight.
Ooh, and you're getting a score report too. I was just going to go for winner, but yeah, we can run score reports. Let's do it. You know what? I'll be your anti-hero here. I'll be your other guy. I think Tax Evaders here, with the balanced roster, with FerrisCrueller, Charlemagne, SUPERDUPERBAM, all relatively familiar with each other from being in that RSC community. I think they're going to have some synergy here that might get the edge over whatever skill set that Barracudas can bring. So I'll go opposite of you. I think we'll just take straight opposites. I'll go 3-1 Tax Evaders here. And if you want to join us in on the fun, guys, predictions are in the chat, so definitely get those in. Get your bits. I don't know what they're good for, but you want them. I got only 2.9K, and I can't bet, so you guys better beat me on that. But with that, it looks like we're still waiting on 1 or 2 more, maybe. We've got most of the roster in here. I think we're waiting on...
Yeah, I believe they're all set to go. I believe all the alternates are waiting for their moment to shine. But in the meantime, we'll let them know that they can join up to start getting these matches on the road.
Hell yeah. Here we go, guys. We're going to jump right into it with us. Starting off kickoff here for game 1.
Yeah, game 1 it's going to be really about getting that fresh start. We'll see if a kickoff goal comes out of the rip.
Oh,
it doesn't look like we
almost.
see a flip come out of Kaiser, but nothing crazy too far. Already going to push it into the corner. starting out with an offensive pressure, but Super Duper Bam has an excellent clear over to the top. Charlemagne just barely gets it beat out. And it's going to be a little bit of back and forth for now, but Irozuh gets the beat, and he's going to send that one straight in for the first goal of tonight.
Yeah, absolutely open field opportunity there off a rough touch from Supermoon, but Irozuh just gets the right angle to send that right through, and they're not able to get back and recover to it. So 20 seconds in, 1 goal in, but plenty of game left.
Yeah, plenty of game left. Only about 30 seconds left off the clock. Trying to get another quick start. Bazzinga already up in the air. Kaiser taking this one over to the side, but he's got no boost to follow it up. Super Duper Bam throwing it over to the side. Doesn't have enough boost to follow it, nor is his teammates in position for the pass. But here's an opportunity. Charlemagne just doesn't get contact on it. Kaiser with low boost. See what he can do with it. Gets the pop, but intercepted. Irozuh off to the side. Super Moons clears it. Kaiser also taking it to the side. Charlemagne picking it off, and it's a little bit awkward here in this back corner. Gonna have to look for something. Falling over to the middle. Kaiser's gonna follow that one up, and it looks like it's gonna be stuck on that defensive half there for the Barracudas.
Yeah, and right now we just got a lot of back and forth going. Some pretty physical play coming out, though, as that ball was on the blue side of the field here right in front of that goal. Couple bumps back and forth. Both teams trying to sort of just feel each other out right now as we get some corner play going, as they're looking for a passing opportunity. Gets knocked away by Charlemagne. Charlemagne takes the carry, gets it past one, and it's coming towards the net, but Kaiser's there with no boost to make the save. But Supermoons is going to return right away and try and drop that down. Awkward touch, gets it clear, but now it's in the corner. Charlemagne challenging again. Supermoon coming in for the return here, pops it up, waiting for his teammate. Teammates aren't there. Come and get reset again, and Irozuh is going to try and make a play here, but Charlemagne's going to meet him. And seeing just some good speed here coming out of Charlemagne. He seems to be getting those quick 1-2 touches as he sets it up for Super Duper Bam, gets it cleared again. Supermoons and Charlemagne in the corner just waiting, trying to cover that ball. Bazzinga now making a play, gets knocked away, gets sent back, and that might just be in off the corner. Charlemagne here to catch it, gets the 50, and that, man, just a lot of opportunities here where there's almost a chance to just throw it right into the net where the ball is just rolling back to the defense. And what a pinch comes out of, oh my gosh, what a pinch from Bazzinga. And who got the assist on that? Kaiser. Just meet in the middle and make a statement here, going up 2-0 off a little team play.
Yeah, excellent team pinch right there. Always dangerous to see another teammate with you on the ball, but here it works out. Nothing to really worry about. But so far, the big thing I've noticed is there's not really huge touches. We're not seeing big clears getting banged out to the other side. It's mainly just kind of hanging around, and then the person that does make the clear doesn't really have enough boost to follow it through. I believe the boost management is going to become a key factor later on in this series, especially as they're feeling each other out right now. It might not be as big of a factor, but the team that's going to be able to hold onto their boost the longest is going to help out. But Super Duper Bam trying to keep this one even, slots his first goal for his team tonight and keeps this game in check.
And what a great backboard pass by Charlemagne there to set that up. And it's the unfortunate whiff on the backboard defense that let that happen. But they're up 1 goal. It's 2-10, a little over half the game left. And excellent kickoff here as Kaiser goes up, tries to get the dunk, tries to fake it. It gets knocked down with a 50-50. And now Irozuh is going to catch and try and return this in back to play. Bazzinga's up, gets the 50, doesn't get the touch, drops down. And now all three have to make a really defensive play here. What a save by Kaiser as he gets the over-shoulder knockback here. Bazzinga's there to clear it back out hard, but Charlemagne's there again, and really just again great positioning by Charlemagne here as he tries to control the ball and carry it over, but he's been in the right place, right time for a lot of these returns from the Barracudas. And of course, as I say that,
yeah, great job picking up the pace of play. Kaiser gets the one touch just straight over the middle, around 2, and then Bazzinga with a lot of speed comes in hot, slots bottom right, just past the defender, and they're trying to keep that insurance in. Still a minute and a half. It feels like it's too few time to do too much with it, but in Rocket League, that's way too much time. Anywhere between 10 goals could be scored in that time if you're lucky enough.
Yeah, no,
low boost right now.
Low
Staying
boost,
in the
kind of an awkward positioning here, right, as they try to get that ball clear. Supermoon's going to throw it mid. Charlemagne's going to throw for a pass to the corner. They try and fake a touch. Charlemagne gets the backboard, doesn't hit it, but Wham Bam's there. Super Bam. I cannot say his name, and that's the last time I'm going to try and say his name. Super Duper Bam. Getting the trying to set up here as they try to get the ball clear on their side of the field again.
Yeah, I might have to just shorten it to Bam there. That is a little bit of an alliteration right there. Or not quite alliteration, just a figure of speech, hard to say. Irozuh looking for a shot. Kaiser 50ing, keeping it down. This one gets away from Charlemagne, over to the wall, gets one touch towards the wall, but nobody able to follow it up from the Barracudas. Barracudas just got to throw this one back. Turning back into ping pong. Kaiser's going to try and follow this one up. Bam also there. And trying to get a second touch. He's going to have a little bit. Irozuh's just there before Bam can get there. Bumps off the ball. Kaiser keeping it off the wall. Supermoons gets bumped, but two players come to get it out of the Barracudas. Bazzinga there just in the right spot. And this one's just a little too slow to get anywhere, and Bazzinga's going to save it. And with time expiring, only 3 seconds left to go, this one's going to be a Barracudas victory here in Game 1.
Yeah, no, great victory there by Barracudas. Excellent defensive stand there in the last 30 seconds as they just had to, and a little handstand to celebrate here, but they had to get that defense held down in that last 30 seconds to make sure that play went in their favor. We look at stats here for the end of the game. Really balanced stat sheet from Barracudas, right? 493, 362, 356, relatively balanced touches. Kaiser holding down that back line with 55 touches, 2 saves, 2 assists, and two shots that didn't quite go where they needed to go, but excellent second man and third man play from Kaiser there. And you are right. Irozuh got a great shot. Bazzinga got 2 goals on net. So seeing some of that talent, right, start to show itself. What do you think the check is here for tax evaders to try and recover or get a switch up going?
I think tax evaders just need to work on the stronger touches. It doesn't seem like they have a lot of control, but maybe they can take that into their advantage just a little bit, make a little bit stronger touches in the direction that they'd like to see it go towards. So maybe if they like the corners, they can bang it towards those corners, but play with a little bit of speed, and they'll be able to work in maybe a goal. Maybe they'll be able to throw the defense off just a little bit and make them a little uncomfortable. And we might be able to see something open up.
Yeah, let's see what happens as we go into Game 2 here. Both teams lined up. We're going to start this other kickoff right away.
Game number 2 underway. Looks like Barracudas are going to get the advantage here off the kickoff. Irozuh able to keep it on the offensive half. This one's dropping down for Kaiser. Supermoons takes it away just in time. Not able to control it though. He's got only 3 boost, and this one's gonna hang around here.
Almost got some great fakes. Almost got some great fakes there. Charlemagne now taking it to the corner, meets him 50, and it comes right back across the field off the roof. Going for a little drop down pass here as they try to get a backboard read. It gets knocked away. And Charlemagne's up again to try and keep some pressure here. And yeah, I agree with you, Sauce Boss. They definitely needed some more offensive pressure to get that ball clear. And Kaiser is just taking his time with it. Sort of got free reign here with the touch. Soft touch here to knock it over one defender, and then a quick little touch to knock it under the last one. And that's just how you do it.
I absolutely love those little soft touches. It drops the ball just a little bit, but keeps the speed. Throws off that defender that's jumping for it just that ever slight amount, and it's just so satisfying to watch it fall right under him. That one could have been dangerous for Kaiser. Doesn't end up being dangerous at all. The Supermoon's trying to keep this one in. It doesn't, just bounces off.
Bazzinga,
ball's just traveling too slowly.
Yeah, and we just see a little bit of a scramble there as tax evaders try to get that ball in the net. All of them getting a chance at hitting the crossbar, but not quite finding the back of the net as we get some more offensive pressure here. Balls to the corner. Charlemagne's up with some boost, gets a 50. That doesn't go his way. Super Duper throws it back to the corner, and great pressure again, like you were saying. Great pressure here from tax evaders, just not a lot of ability to finish. And they get a cross pass here that gets knocked away by Bazzinga, but Bam is back waiting. gets the catch, throws it away, comes up the net here, or up the side here to get it around, and let's see if they can get another opportunity set up here as he's got to go 2v1 into the defenders and almost gets the 50 across the net, just gets knocked shy away from Supermoon. Kaiser again with an excellent touch here, passes it out, Charlemagne carrying it back out, Bazzinga dropping it down, and we're just going to go right, left, back, forth, all across the field here as we're trying to get another opportunity set up by either team. Kaiser off the backboard now, Supermoon gets the catch, and let's see how they respond.
Yeah, and it looks like both teams are doing pretty well on boost right now. It doesn't seem like that's the issue at all. Tax evaders just need to find a way to make these strong touches. All of their touches just need to be a little bit stronger. They've had a ton of opportunities, gotten the ball into the middle. Big 50 comes out, but they're just not able to make the touches, and they're not able to put enough power on them. They've probably had about 2 already that should have gone in. They just didn't have enough power to clear it out. And it looks like Barracudas are just taking advantage of that right now, sending it back the other way, knowing tax evaders cannot clear the ball hard enough to make any ideal threat.
Well, talk about clearing the ball, but how about clearing the goal line with that demo there from Supermoons to Kaiser as they pop it up? And right before that, they had another opportunity that went crossbar again, and some of that accuracy woes coming into play for tax evaders now. It's like you said, they've had plenty of opportunities to score, haven't quite got it, and Irozuh is going to show them how to do it, coming in with a little Doomsy-esque tip off the sidewall here.
That is a disgusting angle. That ball is so far off the back wall, and he still jumps out and gets back to it. That's just a beautiful shot right there out of Irozuh.
Yeah, Charlemagne gets a great touch here, but doesn't quite go into the net. Maybe could have gone wide to Supermoon. Supermoon is there waiting with full boost for an opportunity, and now is going to have to go to the respawn screen and reevaluate himself as he comes spawned in on top of the ball. Awkward positioning here, but a great save by Charlemagne at the corner. Gets knocked away by SUPERDUPERBAM. Kaiser coming up, tries to get another touch here, gets met by SUPERDUPERBAM. Bounces mid. Both teams up, gonna let that ball drop. Kaiser catches again, and Kaiser's been getting a lot of just really great touches here as an excellent 50 comes across, forces tax evaders to carry that ball away. I said last game Kaiser was sort of playing that really great support man, but right now he's been doing a great job of keeping offensive pressure and hands the ball off to Bazzinga here in the corner after a demo on Charlemagne. Bazzinga gets the corner pop, does it himself, and puts it on top here just to send it up 3-0 with 1:23 left.
Yeah, Barracudas are absolutely dominating out of a lot of help from Kaiser. 3 demos out of him, and then plenty of just challenges really early, making them uncomfortable there on the back line, just forcing them to go when they probably shouldn't. And it's just a awkward situation for tax evaders, never comfortable on their back line, and he's just able to force the ball where it needs to go as he's looking for a goal of his own, just not able to get back to it in the air. And again, back to the offensive half, and you're going to be seeing Kaiser all over the ball here momentarily.
Yeah, but a great pop by Charlemagne to put that ball on the Barracudas side of the field here as Super Duper comes in for the pass, and there's Supermoon again. And like you said, they're just playing a little bit out of rotation, just a little bit wider. And I think the other component too that's really helping Barracudas out here is Barracudas are winning their 50s. That example notwithstanding of Kaiser going back to the respawn screen, but overall Barracuda's been winning their 50s. SUPERDUPERBAM taking the offensive pressure here as he tries to get a knockdown, and what a pass, doesn't go anywhere, but SUPERDUPERBAM's there to cover it in and loses his 50 just like I said here, and Irozuh is going to just expand that lead. 16 seconds left, maybe 4 kickoff goals. I'm holding out hope.
Yeah, 4 kickoff goals, I mean, it's doable. But in the rival tier, I think the consistency is there definitely to not see that happen. I've thrown some leads that are up there in about that short of a time, but especially when you got 3 players, it's very difficult to do. And with the shot accuracy out of tax evaders, it's just probably not going to happen. As we see clock tick down to 1 second left. Barracudas are going to take a commanding 2-0 lead here in the series, looking to get a full sweep if they can make it happen.
And what a statement piece to run it up here. 2-0 on the series lead, 5-0 on the game with a probably 0-second hit and run. Great team play there from the Barracudas here with a little showmanship here to put us up on stream.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what you want to show your team as just dominating, especially on stream. Kaiser's been all over the field, but Irozuh has just got those two absolutely fantastic goals we saw earlier.
Yep.
A lot of help out of Kaiser as well, getting an assist on his name. And then we see the demo numbers. It's very much in favor of the Barracudas. 2 out of Irozuh, 1 from Bazzinga, and 3 out of Kaiser.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and Barracuda is definitely making a statement too. Their current record is 6-6. Tax Evaders are 8-4. So Tax Evaders still a chance here to go 2-2, but they're going to have to make some adjustments here. And I don't see any calls for subs coming in, so we may just run the same lineup back here. But like you said, Kaiser, excellent, well-deserved MVP for game 2 here. But SUPERDUPERBAM trying to help his team out here gets 4 demos, 3 saves, but you can tell that the entire team was sort of on that defensive back foot the entire game with only stats coming from saves.
Yeah, and only 2 shots. It just goes to show that the differential in offense is absolutely drastic. Just clearly not able to go anywhere because 11 shots out of the Barracudas is just deafening. Really just need to see a little bit of confidence out of the Tax Evaders this game, help them out.
Well, that will help them there with Supermoons getting an excellent save. Charlemagne now with free boost, waves off for his teammate, but is able to control it a little bit slow there. I think Charlemagne could have had an opportunity there to really run away with it, but we're going to see what happens here. Kaiser coming up now, trying to make a shot. Let's see if he gets a setup on his teammate. Was waiting there, but an excellent 50. Charlemagne, again, I think has really just sort of been all over the place. Not in a bad way, just in a productive, trying to keep momentum kind of way. So he's definitely doing his job, trying to put in work here. Supermoon's running back, leaving it for SUPERDUPERBAM. Throws it to the corner. Irozuh pops it up for his teammate. Teammate gets bumped. Net's open. Irozuh throws it away over the top here. Gets the save, but no boost to get the carry as he grabs 100 here and has to try and fake out the last defender.
He is going to get it off the ceiling. Dimes it up for Bazzinga, who reads it off the back wall. And it just goes exactly where he needs it to go. The shot accuracy, then just Barracudas putting it everywhere on the field. Tax Evaders keep getting small chances, but every time they get that chance, they're just not able to put it anywhere. And then every opportunity out of the Barracudas is just going exactly the way they want it to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Barracudas are just sort of getting all sides of the ball here as they get a nasty bump. Kaiser knocking away the defense side, but that ball gets cleared away in an awkward misstep. It leads to a goal for Charlemagne here as he takes advantage of one defender back. Charlemagne gets the touch here. Doesn't need any boost to do it. Gets an awkward touch in the corner from Irozuh, and that's going to open up here. And we're going to go tied up, I think, for the first time tonight.
Yeah, first time we've seen it tied up outside of 0-0, but if you're Tax Evaders, that the one's got to fill the confidence just a little bit, knowing you can get a goal. Granted, it was off of a misplay from Irozuh, but you still have to take what you can get and build up from there. As Supermoons looks for a 50, he's just not able to get it. There's the powerful clear we like to see, but nobody there to really follow it up, and this one's going to look for a pass in the middle. Not going to get it. Charlemagne looking for a second goal right there, just off the crossbar. Or off the post, rather. SUPERDUPERBAM trying to work it away, too, but the play just breaks down. It's getting way too slow, and Irozuh's clearing this one out for Kaiser, who isn't able to make the touch. But it's going to go back to Bazzinga, and all their touches are just going back and forth back to a teammate, and they're not overcommitting too much.
Yeah, and you can see sort of Tax Evaders these last 2 games have kind of had that sort of like make your shot, rotate out, try and make the play. And an excellent pass here doesn't go anywhere because the rest of the team goes to the respawn screen. Unfortunate play there because that was an excellent pass by SUPERDUPERBAM. But like I was saying here, Tax Evaders trying to play with just a make your shot, get out, rotate out, get the next person in. But the problem is that they're not quite getting that rotation synergy coming into play here. So they're leaving a lot of opportunities here on the field for Barracudas to come back in. And now a 2v1 that gets knocked away. Bazzinga smart to clear that out, leaves it for Charlemagne here to knock away here, and the ball is waiting, or Kaiser's waiting on the field to take it in, just sort of causing some general discord here in the back line as Supermoon comes up now for his own 50. And I think both teams now kind of waiting again to try and make something happen here. Charlemagne getting a shot here that gets knocked away. Supermoon going to return it, knock it down to the side, gets a whiff and off to the corner, and SUPERDUPERBAM goes for the demo instead of the pass. It gets knocked down. Charlemagne's not there.
Now we're seeing the plays build up. We're seeing the confidence start to come back for Taxivators. Who knows? Maybe that one goal was the trick they needed. They're just slowly starting to figure it out, and this is a perfect time to figure that out as well. You are down 2 games right now. You have the opportunities to get back to a 2-2 series. Just stop the damage where you can, but Kaiser just on the goal line, refusing to leave, and he's going to put them back on top here for Game 3.
Yeah, and really unfortunate there because Charlemagne had a great pinch there to try and save it, and just Supermoon's kind of caught awkwardly positioned in the goal. It's going to go up 2-1, and now they got to fight back to claw back that tie and hopefully force an OT or run away with the lead. But minute 30 left, still plenty of stuff to happen as Charlemagne waits here for his touch, gets knocked down by Irozuh. Ball's in the corner again. Bazzinga gets the setup. Defender gets demoed. Charlemagne bangs it clear, and that's really the only option you can do with your goalie knocked out of the play.
Yeah, Bazzinga with a one-on-one here, just not able to get the flick. SUPERDUPERBAM trying to put this one back in the middle, looking for a pass. Shot just comes out too slowly, and Kaiser's back on it again. Bam's going to have to make a save. He does, but is he going to be able to get the second touch? He does, and gets the 50 on top of it as well. Has to reset the defenders. Here's going to be opportunity out of Charlemagne, looking for the pass, not able to find it. There's 45 seconds left here on the clock. They're starting to get a little desperate. You can see the pressure mounting in favor of them. Bumps coming out. Charlemagne putting it back in the middle. Irozuh's just got a little bit of speed there to clear it out, but it's starting to break down, a little bit awkward there for the Taxivators, just trying to clear it off to each other. Double commits coming out. Supermoon still with speed, but Kaiser is just calm and collected there on the back line, not going anywhere.
Yeah, and Supermoon here up, tries to get it knocked over one, leaves an opportunity for SUPERDUPERBAM. Charlemagne's going to have to come in and try and make something happen here as he gets it over one, sends it mid. There's no power left for it, and it gets knocked away. SUPERDUPERBAM's probably got the last shot here as it comes down and gets knocked down, and that's going to be Game 3 in a very impressive bend don't break showing by Barracudas.
Yeah, we did. It was another game, another win for the Barracudas, but this one definitely wasn't as commanding as the last one we saw. Shot totals are pretty even, actually dead even between both teams. So we definitely saw Taxivators get a lot more offensive pressure out. And we saw Barracudas start to get out of the rotations a little bit. They threw themselves a little bit too far upfield, maybe a little excited trying to make something happen after going up 2-0, but the cracks were starting to show in their offense. They were getting too far upfield, and Taxivators nearly took advantage of that in several occasions.
Well, I do want to highlight, too, unfortunately for Taxivators, 3 goals that went off sidebar or crossbar, and it's really unfortunate because they were great plays, great setups, just didn't finish. And you see that a lot with all of these games. They just have all the pieces together, and they're just not getting that final punch through to put that ball in the back of the net. And we'll have to see if they can make a recovery to avoid getting swept here, maybe end with a gentleman's sweep. So we go into Game 4. 3-0 Barracudas, 5 minutes left. Let's see what the response is from Taxivators.
Yeah, I'd like to see Taxivators keep working on that offensive pressure. I mean, they have it. They have the pressure. Now they just got to find the accuracy. Maybe it's Game 4 that takes it away just to deny the sweep and preserve the record how it is right now. But Bam's a little awkward there in the back. Misses the boost, and Charlemagne's already up for it. Does get what he needs, but Kaiser's just waiting patiently on the back wall. Gets the clear as he needs it. Bam's on 0, so not able to make too much of a touch. Bazzinga with the miss. Supermoons has a chance to clear it into the midfield. Irozuh there instead. Clearing this one off the corner. No threat there either. Supermoons gets 2 great 50s here in short amount of time. Could also help throw him off just a little bit, maybe slow it down for a better shot when it clears over the middle, but not going to happen right here. Defense is staying strong for the Barracudas.
Yeah, defense definitely staying strong as that ball starts to come out. We're going to see Barracudas try and get a response here, but what an excellent, nearly a minute of solid offensive pressure here from Tax Evaders as the ball goes up. Kaiser throws it to his teammate. He gets knocked back down. SUPERDUPERBAM is there for the awkward touch. Charlemagne puts it in off a booty bump pass from SUPERDUPERBAM. And just like game 3 here, they're going up with an early 1-0 lead. Let's hope the game doesn't follow the same trajectory as game 3.
Gotta love the BBL pass, just back into the middle. That's all you gotta do sometimes, just pop it back into the middle, and it's just waiting for your one teammate to come back. Doesn't matter how much boost they really have, and that's all she wrote. Now you've got your first lead of the game, of the entire series. Can you take control of it?
Yeah, and that ball's going to bounce down here. Bazzinga takes the catch, goes for a cheeky little slap shot that gets knocked away by Supermoon, but gives it right back to Kaiser. Kaiser gets the pass. Charlemagne pushes it back. Irozuh makes the touch here to save it out, and it's going to get popped up. Charlemagne going for a double, gets knocked away, and SUPERDUPERBAM throws it sideways for Supermoon. Supermoon not quite there, able to get to it. Charlemagne's going to rotate back. Charlemagne's up. Bazzinga's up, and it gets around him. And making a statement here now. Tax Evaders showing they're not going to go down without a fight here. Supermoon throws an excellent 50 and throws it to Charlemagne, who gets just the right angle to throw it to the corner.
Yeah, and what I noted after last match, the Barracudas rotation just getting off a little bit. I saw 3 of them in the corner at the same time, starting to show those cracks in their defense as well, maybe getting a little desperate, although with 3 minutes left, you can't just break down too early. Another double commit comes out right there, but no one able to follow it up. Kaiser not even able to get there in time, and it's just getting a little awkward for them as well with their placement and rotation.
Yeah, we can see Tax Evaders now starting to play a little bit faster, a little bit more cohesive. They're getting a little bit warmer here. Supermoon's going to get an opportunity for a 50 here. Goes up to the sidewall. He's going to be looking for a pass to throw it sideways. Gets the soft touch that doesn't quite go where it needs. Irozuh takes the turn for the talk. No one's back. Charlemagne spawns. Can he make the save off of miscue? And he does make the save off the miscue. A little bit awkward for everybody there. SUPERDUPERBAM's going to try and run away with it. Goes sideways. Does he have enough? He does. He throws it in. We're up 3-0 now. Tax Evaders starting to run away with game 4. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, just a quick little touch. SUPERDUPERBAM getting the goal. 3-0 now. Almost like I'm watching a complete reversal of what we saw in games 1 and 2. Just the rotations breaking down here for Barracudas, and Tax Evaders are just playing with all the confidence in the world. Already down 3 games in the series, no time to quit, and they're just going at it with everything they have, making strong touches, and their shot placement has just improved drastically over these last 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like we said last game, right? They had the pieces, they just weren't quite getting the accuracy to make those shots count. Bazzinga's going to go for an opportunity here as he gets past 1, gets it past 2, off the backboard. Where's the return? There's the shot. There's the goal. Kaiser cleaning up for the Barracudas to make sure that they get a chance to come back in here.
Yeah, Barracudas not content to lay down and take it lightly. Barracudas are fighting for everything they have. It's early in the season, but getting every win matters. They missed out on the playoffs last season, same as Tax Evaders, but they've started off hot in these first matches, and now they're checked the game back to a 1 goal. That's all they have to do to send it to overtime.
Well, what an excellent pass from Bazzinga, and then Irozuh's there just to knock it in. Gets it right around SUPERDUPERBAM, who I don't think was expecting that shot to come through. But yeah, 1 goal lead, minute 41 left. Tax Evaders is going to be looking to get right back in this.
Yeah, and it's can't get too comfortable here in these last couple of games, or this last couple of minutes. That 3-0 lead can disappear much faster than you think it really can. Bazzinga using up almost all of his boost to get there. Kaiser's trying to run interference. This one could go in. Just gets around him. Irozuh tying this one up. And the Tax Evaders are just losing all of that confidence they just had. And it's disappeared in the span of 30 seconds.
Yeah, we go into kickoff number 7 here, 3-3 with 1:19 left. Now it really is anybody's game. I don't want to see tax evaders like lose this energy though. They've had really great energy in game 4. Excellent touch by SUPERDUPERBAM that throws his own teammate off a little bit. Almost took the lead away with a nasty kind of pinch there from Kaiser. Supermoon's going to go up here, get the pinch over his last defender, gets knocked away for it. Kaiser's going to miss on the corner here, and they're all tied up in the corner. Charlemagne gets knocked over. Ball's free to the midfield. Going to leave it there for Supermoon. Supermoon's going to throw it right back to them. They're going to try and read the knock, but Kaiser with an excellent touch away. Charlemagne's there though. SUPERBAM's up. Charlemagne throws it back. Where's the shooter? Not quite able to get there. Unfortunate, because a great little back and forth play from SUPERDUPERBAM and Charlemagne.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. Got to make something happen. Find those pass plays that you found earlier. That's how you've scored most of your goals so far tonight. Got to find a way to work those back, but that's not how you're going to do it. And now with 20 seconds left, you've lost the lead, you've lost the tie game, and now you're down with just these 20 seconds left. It's going to be a very desperate scramble for them in these closing moments.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to see some really heated last couple plays here as some bumps come out. SUPERDUPER and Charlemagne both going up. Whole team press here as the ball goes up to the corner, gets knocked down. It's going to roll. It's going to bounce with a miss from Irozuh. That might have been tactical to make them wait a little bit. Supermoon throws it wide again. Can they get back in time to try and make a last second tying goal here as it gets knocked away? Charlemagne's going to carry, and it's going to roll off the front of his hood and finish the game for us here with a amazing comeback from the Barracudas. Give them their roses, because great playing there as tax evaders leave the lobby here, going with a crazy way to get the sweep.
Yeah, there's only two things guaranteed in life: death and taxes, and they are not evading them tonight. Barracudas with the fantastic sweep, and what a way to stand strong, going down 3 goals in the final game, but clutching up, staying strong to what got you to where you were, and clearing the game, not even having to go to overtime, just doing it in regular time. 4 goals coming all the way back.
Yeah, no, excellent play. I do hope we see this tax evaders team again, though, because that 4th game was looking really great and probably more true to form for them. Knowing that they were 8-4 coming into this series, they're going to end at 8-8, and Barracudas are going to sit at a very pretty 10-6.
And after that game, I've got to ask you, who do you have as your MVP for this match?
Oh, it's got to be Kaiser, man. Kaiser as a whole, just holistically through this series, did an excellent job just helping to keep that back line for the Barracudas going. He kept the synergy on the rotations. He had the assists. He did a really great job. So he's definitely my MVP for tonight.
I'm going to roll with you right there as well. Kaiser was just everywhere, dominating, just running interference where he needed to, getting demos, just throwing the defense of the tax evaders off at every opportunity, setting up so many goals for his team. May not have showed there on the stat sheet with assists or all.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to see, I think we've maybe got an interview coming in. Don't know, maybe not, but hang tight, because we should, if they get dragged up here.
Yep, still.
Awesome. Okay. We're asking for it now. Thank you guys for sticking around in the chat. Again, just want to say we are trying to hit that 500 follower goal. So if you haven't, please do hit that follow button. And if you're tired of the ads, I will say we got Prime subs waiting for you.
Yep. Prime subs help out a lot. And then we can work on getting those ads removed, or at least delayed for all of you guys, so that it doesn't interrupt the match flow. Unfortunately, we did have to switch to the new Twitch, but we're working on it, and with your guys' support, we can get those cleared out for everybody.
And everybody in the lobby right now, don't go anywhere. We got a really exciting challenger match coming up too. Challenger, a little bit of an interesting setup this series. or not this series, this season, as probably one of the larger forms that, or larger tiers that got sort of reworked, with the lower probably third of them bumping down to prospect and the upper third jumping into rival. So rival, prospect, challenger, all sort of shaken up this season. Sauce Boss, I don't know what your thoughts on are on all of that.
I haven't taken too close of a look at the stats so far for the season. Usually it's really hard to tell on how everything breaks down, but as of right now, it's really going to be a test of time, but that the Shell Corp has a heater of a challenger team, a 14-2 already on the season, playing their games early as well. They're going to be a tough team to beat as we roll on. It's really going to just be how those teams form out.
Awesome. And thanks for sticking around, guys. We do have an interview with the winning team here that look like they're going to be coming in here pretty soon. So hang tight. We'll get to hear from them and see how they felt about tonight. Irozuh, welcome, man. How you feeling?
Oh, hang on. I accidentally hit my headset and it's talking to me. All right. Sorry. Repeat that. Back at the top. Square one. Let's go. Action.
Irozuh, hey, congratulations. What an excellent comeback in the fourth game to knock down the chances for Tacovators and get that sweep in. Well, what were you guys feeling going down 0-3, like halfway through the game?
To sum it up very shortly, but to explain a little bit more, we kind of just like said, hey, just lock in. We got this. We've been playing great the rest of the series. Let's just keep playing our game. And all we have to do is get one goal at a time. And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, no, really great synergy from you guys all throughout the series. Kaiser, we were talking